Hello everyone. So in this video we will be learning about how to draw AutoCAD XS2 called as housing. So this thing we have to draw in the AutoCAD 2D drafting. So I'll explain what is the procedure to draw this figure. So first I'll draw the bottom line of 96 completely, and at this end total is 70 plus 120. Total is 70 plus 120. Total it become as 190. So I will be drawing a line 190 here. I'll use a command called offset. So at a distance of 38. So this is at a distance of 38, and from 38 this line again I'll draw one more offset of 38. So I'll get this line, and with respect to this line I will draw one more offset of 50. So it will be coming somewhere here. And this bottom line, horizontal line, I'll take the offset of 22. I'll get one more this line. And this line I'll make an offset of 17 here. And this line I'll make an offset of 144. So I'll be getting here. And this one I'll make an offset of 170. So that's somewhere I'll be getting here. So wherever I get the intersection, then I need to draw these things. So here I'll be drawing a circle. I'll be using trim command so that it will be extended till here. And then at this intersection I'll draw one more circle of diameter 26. So here I have drawn radius 14, diameter 26, and at this intersection I will be drawing two circles. One circle diameter is 44 and another circle radius is 38. Okay, so at this intersection, so here I have one more intersection. At this intersection I have to draw two circles. One is dia 40 and radius 32. So dia 40 and radius 32. I will be drawing two circles here. At this intersection, I'm drawing two circles, one dia 20 and the dia and another radius 20. So dia 20 and radius 20. So I'll be giving this one, and I need to use a fillet command for generating this thing. Radius 40, I'll be using a fillet command so that this fillet is generated, and here I'll be using one more fillet of 15. So this is my this line. So this line and here I'll be making a fillet of 15 here, and for this line and this outer surface again I'm making a 15 here. Okay. And again radius 14. So with respect to this one and this one I'll be making a fillet of radius 14. I'm making a fillet of radius 14 so that it will be completed, and I need to highlight the other part so that final object is generated. Okay. So just using offset commands and we're using all the things. And there's a hatch inside. So this hatch we have to select ANS 131 hatch. We have to select in the hatch. You have to pick the internal points. So whenever you want to make a hatch, it should be completely closed profile. So it should be completely closed profile. All unnecessary portion will be removed with the either trim command or delete command. Will be removing all the unnecessary portions so that we'll be getting the hatch inside completely. And you have to represent all these dimensions. So this is an exercise 2 housing we call it as. Okay. Okay, so I'm starting the experiment. So click on start, all apps, go to AutoCAD 2017. This is the installed version of this one. Click here so that it will be open. Already open. So this is your window you'll be coming. So click on ACAD icon, new, and select ACAD ISO and click on open so that it will be open like this. So it will be open in this way. So I'll be opening. Click on new, ACAD ISO, click on open so that a new one will be open. So this is drawing 2. It has been opened. Now it is somewhere in the space. So we don't know exactly where it is. So I have to create one rectangle based on the my page size. So in the command bar I'll type REC, enter, so that I'll be specifying the first corners which is 0 and 0, enter, and again other corner 297. This is the x dimension of the drawing your A4 sheet, and 2 times the y dimension of the A4 sheet. So you have created a rectangle and you have some other space, other length you can't see. So click on Z. Nothing but zoom, enter A. So that whatever you have drawn, everything you can see. Z, enter, A, enter. Use the click the pan command and drag it above. Right click, exit the pan. So this is one you have done, and you have to write your name, roll number, scale, all those things. So that's the reason again you have to create one more. Click the rectangle, select this corner, give the x-axis as -130 and y is 60. So that you can click on the text and you can write all the things. Whatever you want to write, you can write all those things here. Okay. Okay. So I'll be starting the exercise here. So take a line command. Make sure that your ortho is on. So first I'll be drawing my bottom. So the bottom distance is 96. Enter. And sometimes what happens is your ortho is not off. Click on this F8 so that you can draw exactly horizontal and vertical. If it's off, you can draw the inclined lines. So I'm making my ortho on. So this distance comes as 96. Enter. And at this distance I'm making as 190. Enter. So it will be going away from the box so that you can drag it and place it afterwards. Okay. So I'll be dragging it. So 2 will be selected. Click on move command. Select it and you can place here. Anywhere you can place it. Okay. So next I'll be giving the offset. So click on offset and select uh, first select the object. Click on offset and select the through. So through it is a distance of from here the distance is 38. Enter. And again through distance. So this distance comes as okay. So I'll be selecting this one and making the offset. From here my I'll select the through and this through distance is again 38. Okay. And so from this distance I need to make it as one more through. So I'll be selecting this one. I'll selecting one more offset. I will first select the object and offset. I'll select the offset and I'll select the through. This distance comes as 50, 50. So that I got one more line which is from here it is 50 and this one and to move this side the distance is 96. So I'll select the object and select the object. Again I click on offset and I will select the through. So this distance comes as 96. Okay. So vertical offset complete. Next horizontal offset. So I will select the object, click on offset and through. This distance is 22. Enter. Again, again select the object. So I'll select this object. This distance I want at a height of 70. Enter. And again I'll select the object through. The height comes as 144. From the bottom it is 144. And again I'll select the object. So through point. This comes as 190. So that at the top I'll be. So I got all the intersection points. So using this intersection point, I have to make these things. Okay. So I'm clicking on cancel. So I'll be clicking on circles. So there are different types of circles. I'm selecting center and radius. Okay. So at this intersection, my radius is 14. Okay. So at this intersection above, exactly above, right click, repeat circle. So at this intersection, I have a radius of 38. Okay. So again, right click, repeat circle. So here I have a radius of 32. Enter. Again right click, repeat circle. So at this intersection I have a radius of 20. Okay. So I have generated at this intersection it's expect to diameter. So again I'll come back to diameter, center and diameter. So at the center the diameter is 26. So diameter is 26. Again right click, repeat circle. So everything will be in diameters only. So right click, this diameter comes as 44. Okay. Don't know whether it is control Z. So diameter. So this diameter comes as 44. Enter. So this is the diameter 44. Again click on the diameter. So this diameter comes as 40. enter. Again I click on center and diameter, so this diameter comes as 20. Okay, so these are the circles whatever I required. These are the circles I required. So I'll be using the direct fillet command in order to generate all these things. So here you can find the fillet and chamfer both are command. So I'll select the fillet and I'll select the radius. First I specify the radius, then I'll select this one. So at the top I have the radius of 15. Enter. So I'll select the outer circle and this one, so that it automatically generates the fillet. Again right click, repeat fillet. So I need to select this one. Okay, first I need to specify the radius. So right click, fillet, specify the radius first. So this radius comes as 15. Enter. Select this one and this one, so that automatically it generates. And here I have fillet, one more fillet. Right click, fillet. I specify the radius. The radius is 40 and enter. I'll select this one and this one, so that a fillet is generated here. Again right click, repeat fillet. Again click on radius. The next radius is 14. Enter. So I'll select this one and this one, so that it will be generated here. So with done everyone. So with that case, all the fillets has been completed. So I need to trim unnecessary portions. So I'll use TR. Again directly select the trim and enter. It select all objects. Click enter, so that it will select the particular thing. Or else in the command bar directly type TR, enter, and one more enter, so that you can directly trim what are the unnecessary portions. So I don't need this portion and this portion. Okay, so I don't need this portion and this portion. So next I don't need this portion and this portion. All the other I can directly select it and I can remove it. Okay, so I don't need this portion and this portion. Okay, so I hope it has been completed. So right click, cancel. So I'll select these portions which I don't need. So I'll click on erase, so that it will be erased. So this is what you are required to draw. So from here I will be deleting these lines. So I'll be using the trim command. Again TR, enter, enter. So I'll be removing these lines. Okay. So okay, mostly it has been done. So right click, cancel. So that I'll be entering. I'll click on line command. Ortho is on. Directly I will be joining these things. Right click, and so repeat line. Again I will click here and again I will be here. Cancel. So this is what I have generated. And only this all the other things. So I'll be selecting these lines. I'll be deleting these lines. If required, I'll be adding them again. So I'll click on erase. So this is the exact object, but it is going out of your drawing sheet. So what you will do is, you need to, this is a single rectangle, you need to explode it. Select it, and you have a command called explode. Click on explode, so that it will break as a single one. So I'll be clicking on the move command. Move command, I'll select the object, enter. I'll select the base point, so that I'll be moving it above. Okay, so then I can use my extend command. So in the command bar, use extend, ext, extend command. So I'll select my final object where I need to see. Then I'll click enter. Then I'll join this one, so that directly it will join to that case. I'll right click, cancel. So this is the one. So I need to draw the other lines. So I'll be drawing those lines again, because this is not a continuous line. It is a, so till here I have one line. I'll take a little bit out as per the figure. Right click, repeat line, and I have one more line from here. Okay, so I will be deleting this line. TR, enter, enter. So I'll be drawing a line from here to here. Right click cancel, right click repeat line. So I need to generate these lines as per the figure. I need to generate these lines so that it is generated. Again, I click repeat line. So generating other two halves separately. Okay, so nothing happens. Okay, so horizontal line. One more I have horizontal line. Okay, so these are the different lines I need to generate. Right click repeat line. So these are the different lines I have generated. I have to make this as look similar to axis line. So I will be using one more line. So it should be coming from here. So these are the ones what I need to generate. So I'll selecting these lines. I'll make it as axis lines. First I'll move these lines. So that I have back I have one more line. So these unnecessary lines I will be deleting it. So I'll click on erase and again I'll select these lines. I'll click on move command and I'll be drawing. Yeah. One line I missed, that is this line. Okay, so all the lines have been generated and I'll select these lines. These lines, just right click properties. So before clicking on properties, you make sure that you have added these things here. So here click on line type, click on other. So you are have an option called load. So in here I'm this is with respect to alphabetic order. I click on C so that I'll get the center. I want center at 0.5x. So this has been added. So click on OK. So then I will be selecting all these lines in order to generate these things. So here I have one more extra line. So I will be okay. So everything is fine. So I'll select these things. I will be selecting these things and I'll be right click properties and I'll change the line type. Line type I'll take it as center so that these are the center lines. Author will be generated. Click on close. Okay, so almost completed. So click on hatch. So here you can directly click here or else you can type it as hatch in the command bar. You can type it as hatch and pick internal points. So here select ANS 131, ANSI 31 you can select and then select pick the internal point. So only that internal point will be selected. Okay. So I click on hatch and ANS 131. Select the object. Okay. I'll pick points and I'll be picking the points. So is there any opening here? Yeah, so select this one, 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 and this one is missing. select this one. So everything will be selected. Click on close hatch creation, and then you have to give the dimensions. So click on dimension, and first thing is, so better you move it above. I'll again move this line above. I'll click on move. So better move it above so that it is exactly correctly represented. Right click again, same. I'll use my command called extend, EXTE, and the enter. I'll select the weight it has to reach, enter this one and this one, so that I'll be getting this one. I'll moving this above so that it is clearly visible. Put F5 auto off so that it will be placed at the center. So everything is selected. Click on move command, select this base and then move anywhere. So that for this one again I'm giving the dimension. So click on dimension. So first dimension is at the bottom, from here to here it is 38, and again from here to here it is again 38. So I'll click on dimensions, 38, 38, and again from this point to this point I want it as 96. Again from this point to this point, oh, there's something wrong. 22, the line was wrong but the height is correct. So this is 22, and next that you can specify this height. From here to here it is 144, and from here to here it is exactly 70, the value 70. Again from here to here, can extend this as 120. So mostly horizontal dimensions mostly completed. If not, this point to this point. So I'll be clicking somewhere but it's not getting, so I'll be using another method. So cancel. So I'll click on dimension and select a point. I'll be selecting a point somewhere, so that both the dimensions will be 50. So mostly all the dimensions complete. So I'll just click on the radius. So I'll select the this one. I'll paste it. So it is R20. I'll select this fillet radius. Will be right click, repeat dim radius. Select this one so that it is R15. Again right click, repeat dim radius. Select this one and I'll place it as R15. Again right click, repeat dim radius. I'll select this one. I'll place it towards, so it is R28. R38 it will be present. So right click dim radius. Again I will be specifying this arc so that it is R14. Then right click dim radius, special this one, and I'll place it so that this is R32. So mostly all the radius, one more radius is missing. So I'll be selecting this fillet. I'll be placing here. It is R14. That got wrong. So right click again dim radius. So I'll be selecting this one. I'll place in such a way that R14. Next I'll go for the dim diameter. So I'll mention only as a diameter for these things. So this diameter is R20, and this diameter is R40, and right click repeat diameter. This diameter is 44, like repeat diameter. So this distance, so it is not showing like this. So as per the figure, So as per figure, I'll show the horizontal dimensions for this thing. It is 26. Okay. And R14. So hopefully most of this has completed. And the dimensions are very small, so that's the reason you have to use dim style to change the dimension style. So I'll use dim STY to change the dim style. Click on modify. So symbols and arrows, make the arrow size as 5. Text should be 5, and it is fit only. So primary unit, make it as period, and precision you can make it as 0.0. So everything is okay. Click on OK and set current and close, so that everything will be highlighted. And you have to write one more sentence called all dimensions are in mm. So click on text. So you can create your text. So here you can write all dimensions are in mm. So this height is 2.5. So select everything. Make it as select everything. Click here. Make it as 5. Enter. So that it is. Make sure that it is at the center. So it's better view. So make it and click on. So it has been completed. So I can move it automatically here. So that it will become all dimensions for me. So with this it is completed. And if you want to save it as a PDF, so you have to click on right click. You have to click on plot. So here directly you can find a plot, or else use a PLOT, enter. So name of the printer or plotter, you have to select it as DWG to PDF, because if you save it as file format in DWG, so DWG to PDF. So display you have to change it as window. So you have to select the window. This window you have to select. So this is a preview. So preview it is somewhere coming at the bottom. So click on center to plot, so that it will be the center. And the it is portrait. So click on landscape, so that it will be equally distributed. And make sure the plot stamp is on, so that date and where you are saving everything will be displayed here. Plot stamp is on. So I'll change 297, 210. So A4 dimensions I need to select. Okay, so 210 into 297 landscape, and click on OK. I'll use ISO A4. Okay, so center to plot, Windows. Okay. Yeah, so this is the thing. Click on OK, so that automatically will ask where to save. So drawing to model, so it will save. That you will open the PDF. So this is your PDF. If you want to directly take the printout, and you can take it. Okay. So this is the one. And if you want to highlight the portions, you can use the. You can select any one. Right click properties, and you have to give the line weight. Line weight, make it as 0.5. Line weight, click on close, and here use the display of line weight is default, it will off. Make sure that it is on, and you can click on match properties, so that this properties will be given to other lines. So select match property. So source object, so I'll be select, then this will be a destination. You have to select all the destinations wherever you required these things. You can make all these things. Only make sure that outer profile is given correctly. So just selecting everything, so I'll be changing it afterwards. Just to highlight the internal holes. So it is overlapping with this one, so I need to delete these dimensions, and again I'll be using the match properties, source object, destination. So right click cancel. So I'll be giving the dimensions again from here to here, center. So actually the line is wrong. So I'll delete the line and again make it So line. That's right. I'll make sure that auto is on, so that I'll be getting here. Okay. The same thing, I'll be making the dimensions, and this line, so I'll select these two lines. I'll make it as axis line. So line type, I'll make it as center. Click on close. So now I'll give the dimensions, so that it will be exactly 22. So this is the what you need to do in order to complete. Take the printout by using the plot command. Save it as PDF. So by this it will be complete. Okay.